How y'all doing again? You have to pardon the dirt and the grime because I've been sanding and cutting, and it's ugly. This is the 40 Packard formal sedan that I'm working on, and I'll let you look see, and I'll see if I can show you what I've been tearing up. Alright, I guess you've looked at the last video and you saw how nasty and bad the trunk is. Well, I've got it cut out. Sit on my stool here before I fall down. I've got it cleaned up a little bit so I can start making the floor of this. It's going to be a little tricky because up here, this from about here to there, it's just a simple roll like that, just a simple roll and a little tuck down here, and of course if you bought the floor pan it'd be all one piece, but I'm gonna have to make it in let me see, one, and I'm gonna make a piece for this because it's got a weird bend to it here, piece there, and of course over here, and then the rest of it, once I get back about 3 inches from that area there, from that brace, about 3 inches back this way, it's going to be fairly flat, so it should be, I could make it out of 2 pieces, cut it in the middle and make this side and then make this side, and I might do that because I think it would be a little stronger because of the things that I got to put in it. That could shrink it and make it bend weird, so I think I might do in 2 pieces here. So it's going to be several pieces, and it'll be okay. This is what I took out of it. This here. This was the front piece, the first piece I'm going to make. And you can see this kind of crazy bend here. And let me see, there's the old fuel tank I took out. And the straps just rotted in two when I got ready to take it out. I took the bolts out and the fuel tank just fell. So it was screwed up. But this was part of the, yeah, this is the back piece. That's all there was there. This is one of the side braces, which is, I can reuse that. I'll just put a new other bottom on it. But this was the actual floor of the car, the trunk. And somebody thought they could put tar all over it, real thick coat too, and say that she's good, but it didn't do anything but hold the rust in. So this is what I'm going to start making it out of. This is piece of fairly thick steel or sheet metal, and it's already got a bend in it. I was using it on a overhead on one of my other cars as a buck, a jig to make the fiberglass thing top. So this is going to give me part of the bend that I need. So this will be the center of that, and I'll put that on first, and then I'll see if I can fabricate something on the sides over here. So she's nasty and she ain't pretty. And before I weld anything, I'm going to make everything. But before I weld anything, I'll get in here and clean the frame up and all these braces that you see that are really crappy and do something with them. And then once that's all done, then I'll get in here and weld all my pieces together. But I'm getting it. It's just slow. I've taken muriatic acid and cleaned up a lot of the oh shoot, got boats on the mine. A lot of the car. This was one of the pieces I cleaned, and I got a spray on here that turns rust into you know, something that's not supposed to rust. Probably like putting mouse milk on it. But this was down to bare steel, and I just sprayed an old spray bomb on it just to protect it from the bare steel. And I stripped this morning, and I sanded it and cleaned it, and now I am going to see if this stuff does what it says it's going to do. Then I'll sand it again right down to shiny. You put it on, it turns black, because this was shiny, and there's lead right there. But that's a lot of the car is stripped now. I think I got this section here, that I haven't stripped yet. These are all lines from when I was cleaning it with vinegar, because I cleaned the top up here with vinegar, this whole thing, the brow all the way across, and then I sprayed that same black stuff on there, and it turned it black from shiny metal. So then I'll sand this off, and we'll see just how it works. But everything you see here that's been painted, and of course it's got rust stains on it from when I cleaned it up here. I did everything backwards. I should have started up here and worked down, but I started down here and worked up. You know, I should be, I don't know, working at Walmart maybe, stocking shelves, because that's probably what I'm qualified to do. Maybe. I'd screw that up too. Those are professionals and I am not. So this is what we're doing. It looks like it's all rusty, but I don't think it is. I think that stuff is giving it a strange color. Yeah, it looks like it's in the camera. It looks like it's got rust in it, but it's not once I look at it. So we'll see. I mean, a car's just going to need everything, and you know, where do you start? I'm just going to hack at things. This is the front floor. This should be fairly easy because it's fairly flat. So I'll just take some flat metal and hammer a bunch of beads in it, because I don't have a roller. And I'm hoping it'll be fairly straightforward. But of course the trunk is not. It's got all these irregular bumps and things and whatever. There's nothing about any of the trunk that's going to be easy. But the rest of these, as bad as they look, they're not much. You know, flat metal's easy to deal with. It's when you got to learn all these weird angles, and so I'm going to have to find me a stump and start beating some metal, and once I get it beat, I'll see if I can take it to the wheel and straighten some of the beats out of it. But this is where we're at. I'll show you some more after I get some of the trunk done. If I don't run out of metal, I've got a bunch of old car hoods and doors and some signs. So hey, I price steel, and this car is a budget deal. If I can do it for about $8, it's getting done that way. All right, so I'm gonna use what I got. So until I actually really screw up some metal, I'll see y'all later. Bye.